static keyword. Static keyword. So I can say about this, static keyword is applicable to instance variable only. Okay, so static static instance variable, static instance variable. Okay, then it is when applicable to the static method. It is static method, so method can be a static. Third one, we can say static block. Block can be static. And then fourth place for this one is what? Static class. Static class. Okay, normal class cannot be a static. Normal class cannot be a static. Only inner class. Only inner class will be a static. So we can see this one by one. So static instance variable, static method, static block, and a static class. So this static keyword is used. This static keyword is used to the four places. So one by one we can see this. So I just go for first one, static variable. I can say static variable. So we can say the instance variable of a class, instance variable of a class can be declared as static by using static keyword, by using a static key. Okay, so what we can say about this? If we declare variable as a static, if we declare variable as a static, memory, see, memory for that variable, memory for that variable is allocated. Memory for that variable is allocated only once while creating a first object of a class, while creating a first object of a class. And that memory will be shared among all objects of a class. That memory will be shared among all objects of a class. So what I am saying through this one, that memory for static variable is allocated only once. Memory for static variable is allocated only once while creating a first object. And if you create another object, then that time memory will be not allocated. It will use the memory which has been allocated while creating the first object of a class. So to understand this, we need to understand this concept. Okay, if I have the class, okay, assume employee. If I have the class employee, okay, if I have the class employee, and in that employee, assume I do have employee. Simply I just making I'm just in short I'm making employee ID. Okay, that might be an integer. Employee name. Okay, then employee salary. Okay, so integer employee ID, string name. Okay, and double salary, like this one is that. And if I do have these variables, and if we create object of that class, in that object it will allocate memory for all employee ID, name and salary. But either of any variable, we have declared it as a static, then memory for that variable will be not allocated in the all object of a class. So for example, see, assume like it is what? Private integer employee ID. Okay, then I can write a private string employee name. Okay, I can write here private double, okay, salary. So these are the normal variables I have created. Okay, so I will create another one variable, private static static okay, and I just write here company, sorry, private static string, and I will write here company. Okay, and what is the company? Assume like I have put it the name of the company as a icons technology. Icons technology, like this one. So I have created a class employee. In that one, private int employee ID, name and salary. These three variables are the normal variables. Okay, instance variable I can say. But this is the static variable. No doubt, this static keyword can be placed after the private. That is what access modifier, or we can put here before that one. So I can just write like this one, static private string company or private static string company, like this one. So I have given like this one. So this is my static variable. So if we declare any variable as a static, then what I said, memory for that one is allocated only once while creating a first object of a class. I will show you this one through the pen, okay, so that it will be just cleared. Assume like I have created that class employee, and now I am creating object of employee. Employee emp1 is equals to new, and I just put it an employee. Okay, like this one I have created. Now if I created this employee object, what it will do, you guys know that somewhere else in the stack it will create this one object. Somewhere in this one it will create this one object. Okay, the name of that object is, I can say, emp. Name of this simply variable I can say emp1. Okay, and somewhere else here it will allocate or it will create a block like this one. It will create a block like this one. This block will have three sections, 1, 2 and 3. See, one for employee ID, emp ID. Okay, it will be for name. Okay, and then it will be for salary. It will be for salary, like this one. It will be for salary. Okay, so it will be get allocated, and it will simply point to this one. Okay, then what about, see, I have 4 variables, employee ID, name, salary and a company. But when I create object, only normal variables will be get allocated over here. And what about a static? Memory for static variable is allocated separately. I can say somewhere else it will create like this one. Okay, and this is what I can say, this is the company. In that company, we have put the value as icons technology. Like this one. And this memory which is been created, that will be get shared by this object. Now later you can put employee ID. We can put employee ID. I can simply say, okay, here employee ID as 101. Okay, then I can put name as Ram. Okay, I can put here salary as a 60K, like this one. Okay, so it will be like this one. Now if I create another one object, employee emp2 is equals to new, and I just put it employee. Now I just put it employee. Now if I return like this one, again what it will do, somewhere else here it will create another one block. Name of that block is emp, I can say emp2. Okay, and somewhere else here in the heap memory, okay, it will create a block, and here actually it will create only three sections. It will create only three sections, 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3, and it will share this one. So same static memory which has been allocated will be shared by this one object. No doubt this is pointing to assume like this one. It is pointing to this one. Now if I want to put the record here, so we can write 102. Okay, I can put a jam. Okay, and here I can just write a 70. I can write here a 70. So when now as many object I have created, it will allocate only memory for these three variables, not for company, because it is the static, and memory for that one is allocated only once while creating a first object, and that memory will be get shared. That will be get shared among all object of a class. So EMP1 will share company as icons technology. EMP2 also share the company as a icons technology. No doubt employee ID name and salary. Employee ID name and salary will value have the different format. Okay. So as it is sharing the memory for all the object, why we use this one? So it is used, I can say it's used to save memory. It is used to save memory. It is used to save memory. So as when to use this one? If there is any field, see, I can say there is any field which value is common in all objects, then it must declare as static. It must declare as a static, so that memory can be saved. No doubt without a static I can declare. So if I declared this, I have make it as like this one only, private string company and icons technology. If I written like this one, so memory for this company will be allocated EMP1 here, will be allocated EMP2 here. If I have created 3, 4, 5, 6, 100, thousands, so in every object that icons technology will be get stored. You guys know that for a single character it required to 2 bytes. I do have these many characters, so that many byte of the memory will be get wasted. That will be get stored, duplicated value of that. So duplication of that value you want to avoid. Duplication of that memory allocation you want to avoid. So we can make it as a static. So by declaring it as a static, we can simply save the memory. We can say save the memory by using this. Hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. So I just go for the Eclipse here. Okay, and in Eclipse we will discuss that part. Okay, so in the keyword demo here, I just go here. Okay, here I just create a class as a test employee. I just create a test employee. Okay, I can write a static over here. Okay, static STATIC. Okay, static, and in that one I need a main method. So see, actually this is what I have created this one class. I just remove this. Okay, and in this I want employee class. Is it there any employee class we have written? Okay, there is a customer. Okay, my database. Is it we have created? Okay, we will create new one. No need to search that. So I just write like this one, class. Okay, employee. Class employee. Okay, I don't want any main method over here. Okay, so this is my class employee. I will copy the content from here. So here I will make this control V. Now in this I will generate a getter and a setter method. So I just go to the source. Okay, generate getter setter. Okay, for okay, I select all. Okay, okay, with that I want constructor. So again I will generate the constructor. We don't need to write, so we have to generate constructor. Okay, so I want employee ID, name and a salary, only this one. Static for that one we don't need. Okay, like this one. So I do have this one constructor, employee ID, string name and a salary, like this one. Okay, we do have created like this. Okay, so now I just go here and I am going to create object of employee class, like that only. So employee emp1 is equals to new. Okay, and employee. While creating this one, I will assign employee ID as a 101, comma, okay, name as a, okay, Ram, okay, and a salary as a 60. Okay, like this one I have created. Okay, and through the parameterized constructor I set the value. Exactly same way I create another one object, employee emp2 is equals to new, okay, employee. Okay, in a bracket I will put another one, 102. Okay, in that one I just have put it a Sham. Okay, and a comma I will just have put it a 65. Okay, then again I will create another one, employee emp3 will be there. Okay, is equals to new and employee. Okay, in a bracket I can just write 103, comma, in double quotation I have put it a jump. Okay, and here I just have put it a 75. You can see I have provided the value for only 3, employee ID, name and salary. Company I have not provided. But here if I want to display record, okay, again I can generate, okay, through the getter method I will try. So sys out I will try to display like emp1 dot get employee ID. Okay, plus, okay, I will put the toString method here in the employee class, so that source generate toString method. Okay, with employee ID, name, salary. Okay, select all. Okay, so here I have put it the toString method, public employee ID. Okay, return employee ID, employee name, employee salary, like this one. Okay, so that whenever I try to display the object, it will, here I don't need to write that part number of times. So see, employee 1 I tried here, exactly same way we can put here all the 3 values. So employee 1, employee 2, and I can write employee here. We have written the 3. Okay, you can see here the value for all threes we can display over here. So employee ID 101, name Ram, salary 60. Employee 102, Sham, salary 65. Okay, like this one. But now with that one, I want to display. See, I want to display over here the simply sys out. Okay, emp1 dot get company. Get which one I want? Company. So company for that one will be same. Here too, I just write here control C, control V, and here too I just have put it a control V. And here emp1 I just make it as emp2, and here I will do it as a emp3 like this one, emp3 like this one. So I just did it control S, and you can see value of that one, is common, that is icons technology, and icons technology. So that memory which is we have allocated, that is being shared by all object of a class. Yes, clear? कट झालं ना, तर हे कधी कट झालं ते?
माझं ना
नाही नाही, हे हा
7 मिनिटापूर्वी.
7 मिनिटापूर्वी खूप लेट झालं.
हा.
ओके ओके, जस्ट वेट अ मिनिट. येस,
हॅलो.
येतोय का दोघांना आवाज?
हा.
ओके ओके. तर याच्यामध्ये आता जे आपण केलं होतं, तर तुम्ही कुठपर्यंत पाहिलं?
एम्प्लॉईची हे रेफर करतात ना.
एम्प्लॉई 1 2 3 ऑब्जेक्ट तयार केले, त्याच्यानंतर डिस्प्ले केलेलं,
हम्म, हम्म.
डिस्प्ले केलेपर्यंत पाहिलं MP1 MP2 MP3.
हम्म.
त्याच्यानंतर कंपनी डिस्प्ले केलेलं,
नाही.
MP1 डॉट गेट कंपनी, MP2 डॉट गेट कंपनी. ओके 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 ओके. ओके, तर याच्यामध्ये मला सांगायचं होतं तुम्हाला काय, की आता हे जे 3 ऑब्जेक्ट आपण तयार केले होते, MP1 MP2 MP3,